In this lesson, we're going to talk about how to solve log equations. Well, here's two of them, examples 1 and 2. We need to get this x by itself, and here's what we're going to do to accomplish that. We're going to put this log equation in exponential form. So the base is the base, and the rest of the stuff crosses. Remember that little technique we've talked about? The equal sign comes straight down, and the base comes straight down. Well, that solves for it right there. Now the only problem is it's not simplified. And 4 cubed is 64, so now it's solved and simplified. Example 2. This one might be a little harder. Again, let's put this in log form. But I want you to notice one difference between these. The unknown here is the base, and over here, the unknown was what we're taking the logarithm of. So there is that difference in these problems. But still, let's put this in exponential form. So the base is the base, the equal sign comes straight down, and the rest of the stuff crosses. Now what we need to do to get x by itself is simply raise both sides to the reciprocal power of what that is. That would be the 3/4 power. So look at this. That's 16 to the 3/4. Now, this had the intended effect. That's why we did it, to get those to cancel. Now over here, we have sort of an interesting thing. Let me break that up. Let me break that up as 16 to the 1/4 cubed. If you multiply them, that's 3/4. Aha, but look at this. The 1/4 power means the 4th root. Now we got to remember something here. That 1/4 power wasn't there to start with. We put it there. In other words, we are taking the 4th root of both sides. In effect, when we did this right here, raised it to the 3/4 power, that 4 on the bottom, we are taking the 4th root of both sides. In an even root, that obligates us to put a plus or minus right there. So we're going to get two answers. And so plus or minus the 4th root of 16 is plus or minus 2, and that's cubed. Now, if you cube the plus, you'll get an 8. And if you cube the minus 2, you'll get a minus 8. Now, we always have to ask back, will these answers satisfy this up here? Now, there's two things that are forbidden. That can't be negative, and that can't be negative. That can be. Look here, we just violated that. If x is minus 8, we can't have that. We cannot have a negative base. So we reject that, and that's the only answer that we get. All right, so let's look at the next two examples now. Well, let's turn our attention now to examples 3 and 4. What we have to do here is solve for x. Now, has it occurred to us? X is already solved for. It's already by itself. But let's use the price tag analogy. If we saw that on a price tag in a store, we would not think that would be a simple way to give a price. So what we're going to do here, even though we acknowledge it's already solved for, we got to simplify that. And so we're going to put this in exponential form. The base is the base, and the rest of the stuff crosses. Bring the base straight down, bring the equal sign straight down, and the rest of the stuff crosses. There's 2's hiding everywhere here. There's a 2 explicitly right here, and there is a 2 hiding in there is 2 to the 5th. Well, that's easy. That's your only conclusion you can draw. X equals 5. That looks like the answer to me. Now we're going to have to earn our money over here. This one's going to be slightly harder. We're probably going to wind up putting this thing in exponential form. You can just pretty well count on that every time. But what we probably need to think about first is isolating, getting that logarithm term by itself. Then we can go to exponential form. So we'll toss the 9 over here, and we're going to get 3 log base 4 of x equals 3 minus 9 minus 6. Let's go ahead and divide by 3 while we're at it, and we're going to get log base 4 of x equal minus 2. All right. Now we finally got it to where we can get at it and solve it. Now that's a general technique. You want to get the log term isolated by itself. Then you can go to exponential forms and good things will happen. Now let's look at something here. Remember this x is right here. We cannot tolerate a negative value. If we get a negative value, we're going to have to toss it out. That and that can't be negative. This one can. All right, so here it goes. The base is the base. Comes straight down. Equal sign comes straight down. The rest of this stuff crosses. Well, one short step and we'll have it. So that's 1 over 4 squared x. And that, of course, is 1/16. All right, so I guess that wasn't so bad after all, was it?